Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to the game Foundry, where we're trying to build the biggest factory and the most sustainable factory possible. So in this episode, we've got a few things to delve into. So I've been doing some research in between episodes, and we now have access to tellurite ore. And as you can see, this one is an ore vein with a different shape, and it's got drill points. And I think that also coincides with the other unlock, which is ore vein miner. So we're going to be having a look at that. So first of all, I think we should just craft one of those to allow us access to the little help menu where we can read all about it. But also what we have now got, we should have a few more of the plates. We haven't got loads, but we have got quite a few. So what I want to do is grab a couple of stacks of these. So we've got 5 assemblers. What I want to do is basically craft some tier 3 assemblers for our electrical components, because as you can see, they are yet again running a bit thin on the resources. We've also got access to tier 3 conveyor belts. I have placed a few down over here. In fact, we'll quickly just zoom over there and I'll show you why the reason is. So if you remember, in the last episode we had a little bit of issue with our glass manufacturing, so I've kind of expanded that a bit. So I put another row of the tier 2 crushers over here, and we put some more advanced smelters down. So the tier 2 belts wasn't quite coping, so I researched the tier 3 belts, and now we have them going in, and everything seems to be quite sustainable. As you can see, our glass has definitely caught up, and it's even backing up because we've got a surplus, which is really good. So let's head back to what I was saying about the electrical components running a bit thin. We definitely need to up our production of that, but unfortunately I've kind of got myself in a little bit of a sticky situation. So if we head on over here to our manufacturing plant, we'll just head all the way over here to our electrical components. So as you can see, we've got a couple of gaps in the belt because they're not producing quick enough. So I've basically made kind of a little spaghetti junction over this area to try and squeeze as many of the assemblers in as I can. So we've got a good surplus of the wire coils, so that's not the issue, but it's just basically the speed of the assemblers, which is why I want to get some tier 3 assemblers on the go. So if we just head back over here, I'm not sure how many exactly we have, but I think if we do 15, that should be plenty for now. So we will do the 15 of the tier 3 assemblers. We'll get those done, and then we can convert these tier 2 ones to tier 3, and hopefully that should speed up the production quite a lot. So let's see if we can delve down here and actually read this. We have an output of say 30 per minute. So let's see if the tier 3 assembler actually makes a difference. So we're just going to convert all of these to tier 3 assemblers to start with, and now let's just check our output and the actual speed. So yeah, we've got 40 per minute, so it's definitely an increase of 10 per minute each, so that's pretty good, and our belt looks like it's doing pretty well. So if we've got 40 per minute, we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. That's a little bit awkward, but it'd be nice to have 10, but kind of struggling to fit another one here with this this belt situation right here. So that's just under 400 per minute. So the tier 2 conveyor belts is 320, so we're running a little bit short on that one, so we might have to upgrade to tier 3 belts. We might be able to actually. We might be able to fit one in there. I reckon we can. So let's go ahead and fit another one just here. So we'll do that, I think, and then let's just figure out how we're doing this. So we need input of rods over here, and we need an input of the wire coils as well over here. We'll put that one there, and then we need an output just over here as well. So let's go ahead and put our output just here, and let's see if I think that should cope pretty well, actually, to be honest with you. We've got double the amount of production on these ones than over here, but I think this one is coping pretty well. Okay, we've just added another load, so we're definitely going to need to convert these into tier 3 belts now, as we are. Let me just double check the numbers. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 10. So that's exactly 400. So our tier 3 belts can do 640 items per minute. Tier 2 is only 320, so I think we definitely need to go ahead and do that. So we are going to need some balancers to run through as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll do 20 of those just to be on the safe side. We'll probably need a few of these, so we'll do 50, or we'll do 40 of those. We are going to need some tier 1 conveyor belts and everything, which I have got over here. So let's just utilize what we have in here. We'll grab a few of those, and we'll also grab a few of those, and let's see how many we can make now. Going to need some more plates, I think, in the process. So let's go ahead and grab some plates. I'll probably do it in between episodes, pretty much after we have kind of done this. We don't need any more of those. We could, yeah, so I think what we can do is go ahead and do another 100. That I think should be enough. So I'm probably running low on the advanced machinery parts. So let's go ahead and grab some from over here, and we should be good to go. Some circuit boards. Grab a couple of stacks of those. There we go, 308. So yeah, I think we should craft a whole load of those. I think we'll do a few more of these as well. So that's going to take a little bit of time, but that's not too much of an issue. We can go ahead and head over here, and if we open up our conveyor belts, we can actually see how many we're going to need. So from here, we're going to need 91 belts and 3 slopes. So we can do up to there. Not too worried about them ones. It's more towards the end we need to worry about. We can do them and we can do them. We're doing pretty well, actually, to be honest. Now it's these ones here that I need to kind of start upgrading. Go ahead and do them. We'll definitely upgrade this one. We're missing 14 belts here, and we're probably missing quite a few belts on this one as well, and then we can go through and do the balancers. In fact, while the belts are doing, we could probably do the balancers. We probably have enough here, so let's head on over in this direction. And where's our first balancer? Over here. So we can go along and upgrade all of our balancers, and things should be doing pretty well. Once we've finished upgrading this, it should speed up the process quite a lot, to be honest with you. They are flowing through a lot quicker, as you can see here, taking those over to there, so that's good. Yeah, I think we definitely need to somehow figure out increasing the production just here, but that might be slowing us down right there. There's a little bit of an oversight. Hopefully that will speed things up. There we go. Okay, so we've got pretty decent flow coming through now, so that's good. And then we just need to do the same over here. Once our belts are finished producing, let's see if we've got enough for this. We have, so that's good. And then this one here as well, we can go ahead and upgrade that one. So okay, I think that's pretty good. We've got all of them, and we also need to upgrade this one over here. I forgot about this one up here. Still is taking a while. I definitely think we need to try and increase our production over here. Definitely running a little bit slow. In fact, we might have to increase all of these to tier 3 just to cope with the amount of resources coming through. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade all of these so we can do that one. These belts should be okay, I think. So let's go ahead, and we have got some assemblers over here, so we can start increasing these. Do I want to do them all, or do I not want to do them all? I don't know if I want to do them all. Not just yet. I think that should be fine for now. Once we can upgrade these belts, we'll be able to see how our production is actually doing. So now tier 2 belts, tier 3 belts, sorry. So we need to just increase our rate of this one over here, which is missing 25 belts. So yeah, if we just wait a little bit longer, we should be able to upgrade all of these, and our production should be a lot quicker. Oh, admittedly, I forgot to press the record button, but basically what I've done is added 5 more tier 3 assemblers, made everything tier 3 belts, and as you can see, our electronic component production is pretty good now. So if we follow it along, hopefully it should be a little bit more substantial. So it's still not brilliant by the time we get to the end, but it's definitely doing a lot better than it was. Got a nice steady flow here, so let's go back up to the top. We do need to convert these into tier 3 as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. That will just speed up the process a little bit more. It's not perfect, but we've got a steady flow, so I'm pretty happy with that at the moment. We are going to have to possibly increase this to tier 3. I think we should just leave that as tier 2, to be honest. Got a nice push over here, definitely a nice surplus it's backing up. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. So we should have quite a few energy cells in production now. They all seem to be producing quite well with our backup. We're just fluid assemblers are a little bit slow, but our production seems pretty good for now. We're just struggling with our production of our drones, which are over here because we need that to produce our currency of Farmalite. I think it's Farmalite. I can never remember how to say it, I won't lie. Thermalite. Yeah, Thermalite. Thermalite sheets, or Thermalite bars for the currency, should I say. But they seem to be coming in every now and then. Let's just double check how it's actually doing. Looks like we've got a few coming out of the storage and not many, which means that our sheets are in a bit of a slow production, but we have got a little bit of a backup of fluid, so that's pretty good. We can leave that be as it is. It looks like some more drones are on their way, so I think it's every time it hits 20 they basically go up. Configure maintenance drone is set to grid status. Yeah, we're kind of about halfway through our capacity, but that's pretty good. Okay, so now we've sorted that lot out. I think we should be okay. This is all backed up nicely, so I like that. Okay, yeah, we're producing plenty of the cells now, so that is good. Definitely doing this here for science. So let's see, what shall we research next? I think we should research the cargo ships. We'll have a look at those. We'll start researching those, and then what we can do is have a look at ore vein mining. There we go. So ores can be found in small ore patches all over the moon, but for large quantities of ore, it's better to look for ore veins. Ore veins are large connected pieces of terrain that expand from the depths up to the surface. They are rare, therefore, because of a limited range of the handheld scanner, take some time to find them if you explore on foot. On the map they use a different icon, which we did notice, so that's good. Ore veins have multiple spots where an ore vein miner, a building, can be attached. Once located, you need to dig or blast your way to those spots. Once supplied to power, the miner will drill into the ore vein and create a tunnel while generating ore. Interesting. Okay. So that seems pretty simple and self-explanatory. Maybe. I think what we need to do, we might delve into solar power, just because I think that'll be ideal for the vein miners. That should be a good way to do it, I think. What we'll do is we'll clear our inventory. We'll get some solar panels. We'll also need some batteries as well. Power poles, we'll probably go for the large ones, I think. And then we'll get some ore vein miners crafted up as well. So I'll get everything all ready, and then we'll head over to the ore vein and we'll see what it's all about. Got the last few solar panels crafting. We have just researched the cargo ships, so that's pretty cool. What I think we should do now is research the large solar panels, or maybe possibly the mining laser, so we can clear out an area for the vein miners. Yeah, I think we should go ahead and do that. We'll make sure we've got enough of the resources to craft it as well on our way. So let's just double check. We've got advanced machinery parts, we've got some cells. What else did we need? Need 15 cells. Okay, steel beams and electrical components. So we've got some steel beams. We could probably pick up a stack of rods to be on the safe side, and we'll just grab some more energy cells as well. We'll just grab some energy cells from this belt, and then what else we need? 15 electrical components, so might as well just steal them from this belt. Okay, so let's head on out. Let's head over to this ore vein just over here. Shouldn't be too difficult to find, and we've got our scanner at the ready as well. We are going to run out of jetpack fuel. Yeah, we better grab some more jetpack fuel, because I am pretty sure we're going to run out by the time we get over there. Well, there we go. We have found it, and yeah, it's big. We've also got a few of the veins as well. One right down there. Oh yeah, we've got quite a few. I think we'll probably only do a few of them, to be honest with you. We've got, oh wow, okay, so let's pick one to start, I guess. Probably the one that's going to be closest to us will probably be the better idea. We'll go for this one, all the way over here. So 349 447 is where we're looking for. 349 447. So I think around about here should be good place to place our elevator. So let's go ahead and we're gonna place our elevator over here. The vegetation is in the way. Okay, so let's quickly clear an area gonna build some foundation and get our power over here, I think is going to be the best thing to do. Okay, so we've got our elevator down, and now we can just put down our little power grid. So let's go ahead and just place as many of these down as we can in the space that we have. And what we can do is get to our battery down here somewhere, build a little platform. Hopefully our battery will fit down here. Large battery, we are a few short. Well, that's a little bit awkward. That should be easy to solve. We can just grab some of these extra building blocks that we decided to make over here. We will expand this little platform a little bit. We can get our big battery down just there. Okay, perfect. Now we can connect all of this up. So let's grab our large power poles. So max connections is 10, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and connect these up here and one there as well. Now let's see what the kind of range is on this. So elevator is too far away, that's too far away, so we are going to need another large power pole. And I think right here on top of our elevator seems like a good place to me. So we'll connect that to that, and we'll connect that as well. We'll connect our battery, which is too far away from that. Well, that is a little bit awkward, isn't it? So that's connected. Let's just connect all these together and see what we can do from here. We're going to go for plan B. We need to drop these down a little bit. So what we can do is clear some space over here. Yeah. Okay, so we have succeeded. So I completely forgot that you could actually link the solar panels together. So I've linked them together. Just needed one pole over there, one pole to there. So if I remember rightly, it was 94. So let's go ahead and rename this to, we'll call this the overworld. So overworld, we will tick that and add station at 94, and this can be Orvane 1. Sounds like a good idea to me, and we'll do that, and then we'll go confirm, and that should build down. Hopefully, if I've done this right, we should be able to go down to there. So let's go ahead and head on down there once it's done. Oh, but I have just noticed that our new mining laser has finished researching, so let's go ahead and craft that one. So now we can access our mining drill, and let's pick what we want to research next. I definitely think large solar panels are going to be the way to go. Inventory size might be a smart idea before we do anything else. Plus 10 inventory slots, we'll definitely go for that. So Orvane 1, let's go for it. Then we can try out our new mining laser. Go ahead and scan and see where it is. Okay, so 34694. Well, yeah, the mining drill is pretty cool, that's for sure. Should have bought some explosives really, but we should be alright doing this. With the joys of editing, I can edit all this out and you don't have to watch me suffer because I made the vital mistake of not bringing any explosives. Something that I still haven't got automated, and to be honest, considering that we have now got access to the advanced explosive recipe, which is just hidden powder and low density polyamide, we probably should do that. But anyway, I'm going to get to mining this area out, and I will see you in a very quick blink of an eye. Okay, so we have come across a little bit of a problem. I've found the part where we can use the Orvaner. The Orvaner is a relatively big boy, so yeah, I kind of need to move my elevator back because I've made a little bit of a mistake. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, relocate my elevator a little bit, and yeah, we'll kind of fix this. We'll fix this little issue. Oh well, I'm very glad that that is over. So a massive note to self, because I've definitely learnt my lesson. Make sure you bring explosives. Now once we have set this one up, I will be going back to the home base and we will be setting up automation for explosives, because if I just open my inventory up, as you can see, I have mined well over 600 stone, and yeah, it's taken a while, believe it or not. Just to mine this little area out is taking an extremely long time, and if you can guess the correct amount of time it took me, I'll pin your comment just so everyone is aware how long it takes you to mine stone. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and now double check we've got enough room for this lovely contraption right here. So we're going to build that there. And yeah, we've got just about enough room. So our power is over there, and we've got our power output from here as well. So hopefully this will reach. If it doesn't reach, guess what? It does. So that's good. Now we've just got a dodgy little clippy power line, which I'm not going to moan about too much. That's pretty cool. So we are mining speed of 160 per minute. That's pretty cool. So once all mining ore has been mined, the ore vein miner may continue to mine endlessly at the ore vein core as long as it is fracking tower is pumping fracking liquid into the vein. Interesting. Okay, let's see. What power is it taking? It's only taking 500 kilowatts, which I kind of guessed about right with 14 solar powers, but we've got plenty of storage in our batteries anyway. So yeah, we're going to need quite a few solar panels, so definitely probably want to get the large solar panels crafting, but at the moment we're doing mining efficiency, so we'll let that finish before we do that. So now all we want to do is export this into a freight elevator. I have kind of probably messed myself up here, because I bet you just over here to the north is where my power plant is, so let's head up there. We'll get the freight elevator up, and then what I'll probably do is then introduce the cargo ships to take it back to our base. But let's just double check where we can put our freight elevator first. Yep, as I thought, over to the north is exactly where our power plant is, but we might be lucky. We might be able to get the freight elevator to here. We'll head back down. I'll clear a little bit more of an area just to put the base of the freight elevator, but we are going to need a transformer to basically convert our power. Yeah, we're going to need low power for our loaders for our freight elevator. Let's go ahead and see what we need. We need a 4x3 area just over here. Okay, so I forgot to bring some extra plates, so I can't put a transformer down here, so we'll craft one and bring one back when we come back from our little adventure of making sure we actually have explosives automation. But for now, we will go ahead and get our freight elevator done. That's going to be the bottom, and we're going to have our input just here. So let's head up to the top, and we'll put the top back on. I'm pretty sure this hasn't got any power. Yeah, we've got no power there, which is obvious. I thought that would be the case. So let's head on up. We'll get the top down, and then we'll sort out about our little bit of a transformer issue afterwards. So here we go. So yep, directly where I didn't want it to be. So we're going to have to move these two solar panels over to the other side. We can go ahead and remove those. We'll do a little bit of expansion over here. We'll get rid of those, and then we'll go ahead and bring this over here. We're probably going to need a few more, but that should be good for now. So we will connect these up. There we go. And we want to connect this one to this one, and then we want to connect this one to that one, and that should be all the solar panels connected. Okay, perfect. And now we can go ahead and bring this freight elevator all the way up to here, and then we can kind of build a cargo ship area over here. I think will be pretty cool. So that's that done, and that will all build up, and then we can have an output over here. First of all, we're going to need to mine a bit of this out and put some building blocks down here. A little bit of foundation over here will be good, and then we can put our output, and there we go. Okay, so we're going to head back to base now. I'm going to get some explosives all made. Let's have a look. Where will they be located? Well, cargo ships. There we go. I found them. So we're going to go ahead and get these set up as well. So I'm going to go back, grab some resources, get one of these crafted each. We'll come back and we'll power it all up, and we'll see how it all works. Okay, so we are back from base. As I said, I was going to sort out automating the explosives, but I thought we'd get this finished first. So I'm back with a few more resources, and I've just cleared out this nice big area for our cargo ships. We basically need a 31 by 31 area, because that's how big it needs to be for the cargo ships. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. So we need 32 by 33 should be enough. We'll go a little bit better. We'll go 32 by 34. for, just because we have the resources there. And then what we're going to do is just mine this little bit of area over here, so we can basically attach this to the low powered grid. When we go along here like this, we should have enough building blocks to do this little section, and that will link that to a low power grid as well. So we're going to go ahead and stick a little transformer over here, and we're going to go ahead and put a transformer just here. We will connect that to the high power grid just there, and now we have a transmission rate of 5 megawatts, so 300 kilowatts. So yeah, that should be perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and fly up into the sky and work out where we're going to put this. I'm not sure what orientation we need this for, but let's just place it down and we'll have a browse of how it all looks. So I think there should be good, pretty much. So our inputs are over here, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we can conveyor belt those over, expand this, sort of fix this area up over here so we can walk down it safely, and then we'll bring this over here like this. There we go. That's kind of filled that little space in there, which is quite nice. I think what we're probably going to need is tier 3s. So we do have enough for this, so we're going to slope up this way. Just do an inputs over here. I'm not sure how many inputs we'll need, so we'll just do 2 for now. We'll go ahead and bring that over here, bring these ones over here as well, and now we just need to head on down and sort our low power grid out down here, and we should be pretty good to go. Then we'll just need to head back to base and we'll put our receiver pad down. I have expanded back at the base quickly while I was there just to sort all that out. So we're going to pop a little transformer over here just like this and see if we can connect anything to it. We can't do that because it's all blocked. Let's just connect this to over here. That will do for now, and we'll go from there. That's fine. So we've got our loader, it is loading into there. That's good. So let's head on back up and make sure it's all working. Oh, our factory is definitely taking shape now. So we have output over here. Shouldn't take too long and they should be coming through. There we go. So plenty are coming through from there, and we have an input over here. I'm pretty sure I saw a control panel around here somewhere, maybe. There we go. So that's pretty good. So ship cargo, oh, that does hold a lot. 7% full out of 100. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we need to set destination. Manage inventory grid status. We are doing pretty well, so that's good. So I guess we head back to base. We put the cargo ship down. We'll have to pop back here as well, unless we can set up the destination from our other side, which will be handy. So let's head on back to base. This is the nice little area that I expanded out for our cargo ship landing pad. So target pad over here. I think we might need to expand this a little bit more, otherwise I'm not going to leave myself much room at all. Okay, there we go. That should be absolutely plenty of space, and our factory now is absolutely massive. So I've seen other people build like mini factories all over the place. I'm just going for the one big factory build, and I'm slowly but surely running out of room, but it's also all good fun at the same time. So let's get our target one down. Yeah, seems like a good place if any. So let's go ahead and we will drop down here and set name we have over here. So main hub, I think, is going to be the perfect name for that. That's main hub, but we're gonna have to head back to the other cargo ship and select the main hub for that one. So we'll go ahead and quickly do that. We'll bring back over here and we'll see how it's all doing. Okay, so here we are. We're back at our main hub and we have set off the cargo ship, which in fact has just arrived. So we've just met it here. And here we are. So I think after mining efficiency, we should go into CPU production, which will utilize the teleoxide ore. But in the meantime, as I said, we've come back here because we need to automate explosives. So let's have a look what we need. So we need plates, explosives, obviously, wire coil, and electrical components. So we're definitely going to have to bring those up. I think we should do those first because that should be the easiest. We've got some tier 2 freight elevators, so we need wire coils, electrical components, and xenoferrite plates. So we have got some electrical components up here, which are definitely on the go slow again. Not entirely sure why, because I thought we kind of fixed that issue. Let's have a look and find out why they are. Because our circuit boards are in production again, probably not filling up our storage. They're going up probably over here, so that's all full. Okay, so that should kind of stock up very soon. Looks like we're doing okay over here. It's the wire coils. It seems like we're struggling with our wire coil production. Interesting. Definitely possibly need to upgrade these to tier 3 as well. And judging by the looks of this, I think it might be possible that we have to, yes. Okay, so we have a few belts over here that we could do with upgrading, so that's good. We'll upgrade these to tier 3 as well, and then we'll go ahead and do these. We'll just do 50 belts, that should be good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and upgrade those, and then what we need to do is do the load balancers as well, so that will be good. So we'll upgrade these, and that should be pretty good now. Yeah, we seem to be filling those up quite nicely. We are going that way into tier 2 over there, so yeah, I think that should be pretty good. So we've got rods coming flying out of here. We've got them going into storage, but that's stopped. I think we need to upgrade these crushers to tier 2 just because it is a little bit slow. Seems to be keeping up that way. I think it's just the smelters that are slow maybe. Yeah, I think we might have to start upgrading to advanced smelters with our outputs. So interesting. Okay, well, for now we can keep it like that. We could possibly put an output over here from our storage as a surplus, and hopefully it should filter through our nice system over here and kind of speed up a little bit. But our electrical components seem to be the one that's suffering because of our wire coil production. I think that's something we can sort out in another episode, to be honest. It looks like we're going to have to upgrade all of this tier 2 crushers, and we're going to have to kind of delete all of this and rearrange it so we've got all the advanced smelters. I'll do that in between episodes, so in the next episode we'll showcase how it all looks. But let's go ahead and get some explosives into auto production. Okay, so with our electrical components and our rod production and everything else being a little bit of a problem with our current lane of electrical components, I'm doing something a little different. So we've got our freight elevators up here to level 2 to utilize this area over here, and this is going to look a little bit messy to start with, but it should be okay. So I've just taken some rods and some plates from our bus system, as we've got plenty of those over there, and we're going to bring them up to here. So what I'm going to do is set up a few assemblers to basically craft the wire coil and the electrical components from here, and then we can start a little production line over here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of that set up, and then we can start automating the explosives. So I'll get the wire coils and the electrical components because everyone's seen and well aware of how to do that, and then we'll go ahead and set the rest up. Okay, so I said I would kind of get the rods and that, the coils and the electrical components all sorted, and then I would show you the rest. Well, I forgot to press record again, but here's the basic setup. I haven't completed it yet because luckily I realized, but basically we've got our 3 assemblers here which will make the explosives. So we need the electrical components, the coils, the explosive recipe, and then obviously our plates. So we've got our plates over here, and we've got our electrical and our coils over here, so we can put those over here on the inputs. Just make sure those are an input, and then we can do the 3rd lane loaders over here as well, and we can put them into here, and that one can go here as well. Electrical coils are going to be a little bit awkward because it's not going to like that. So we're going to have to kind of switch this around a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so we can do our electrical coils this way. We can bring these over here for electrical components over here, and then we can bring our plates over to this side just there. So that's sorted. Now for our explosive recipe, we're going to need the fluid assemblers. So we need ignium powder and low density olemite. Luckily we have ignium powder over here. I did upgrade the crushers to cope with the amount that we'll be producing. Probably need a few more in there, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So what my plan is going to be is to put our inputs over on this side. We'll spread them out a little bit, and we will bring this powder just over here. What I'll probably do is bring it out one more spot just in case we need to use those slots over there. So that's good for the ignium powder. Then we've got our fluid inputs here, and then we're going to go ahead and do another input over on this side. So we're going to have our inputs over here, and then we've got our outputs over here as well. We'll go ahead and put single layer outputs over this side and do a nice little loop and do nice input, nice compact design. So now all we need to do is sort our olemite out, configure these into explosives. So now we can go ahead and sort this out. I think I've got enough pipes, but hopefully I have. Going to do a nice little T section here, nice straight pipe there, and then we can bring this round over to here. I think we'll bring this up by 2. I think will be a good idea, just to give us plenty of space. Connect this, make sure it's the right orientation, and we can bring this over to our olemite just over here. So, and that should be pretty good to go. We should be now automatically producing explosives at long last. It is a slow process, but that's good because it means it won't block up the system too much. That's good. And there we go. We have our first explosive. So now we can go ahead and start getting some more of those Hellemite ore veins, all good to go. Well, we are researching CPU production at the moment, so that's nearly done at 86%. And then we'll probably go ahead and possibly do the ignium fuel rods. I'm not too sure about that yet. We might go ahead and get the ore scanner done so we can get some more of those ore vein miners in, just to give us a few more resources in preparation for basically expanding our mass production over here, because I've got nowhere near enough rods producing over here. So I might have to think about, if I've got enough room, maybe doing a second level on top of this one. We'll upgrade the crushers to tier 2. I'll probably leave the smelters. I know I was on about earlier possibly making these advanced smelters, but I don't know if it's going to be any beneficial, just because they seem to be doing okay. Yes, they are a little bit slow, but the advanced smelters take up more room, take up more power, and they don't really produce that much more. Our plates are doing good. It's just literally our rods. We are going to need a lot more, especially if we want to expand our electrical components, because they are still struggling as well. So we'll probably have to go further out this way for our wire coils. Yeah, I think we're just going to be expanding more. So I think having some nice ore veins that go in, and then maybe setting up a couple of the cargo ships over in this direction, I think will be a pretty good idea, to be honest. We could quite possibly, yeah, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think. I can either build a second level here, or we could at several other locations where we have technum ore veins and things like that. We could set up, obviously once we do the scanning and we have unlocked the ore veins, we could set up sort of smelting factories and just transport the rods straight over here. Maybe that might be a way to do it, and then we can introduce them into the bus system as well. I'm not sure how is going to be the best way to do it, so let me know in the comments down to that one. And on that note, I think we've had a very successful episode, so we'll leave that one there. Don't forget to drop that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Our factory is growing pretty fast. So yeah, it's been Kryptonite here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.